Hey guys, Dan Malone here for MassLive.com alongside no one going solo again here at the Robins Center in Richmond, Virginia, where UMass just lost a 69-53 game to the Spiders. This was the lowest scoring game of the year for UMass. They never seem to be able to score against Richmond. That's 3 straight games for them in the 50s when they typically like to, push the ball, get up and down, and get scores at least into the 70s, maybe even the low 80s. So they've really struggled offensively against the Spiders in recent years. And tonight, the story was that after a really brief hot streak from Dante Clark from 3 early, UMass had absolutely no options offensively to go to in the paint. They are outscored 28-10. As Richmond has a couple big men who can really score, in TJ Klein and Terry Allen. They've got a couple guards who can do the same, and it looked like maybe one of those nights where everything was going to fall for UMass when Dante Clark he made 4 in a row. UMass is up something like 15-7, 8 points early on, and then Richmond went on a 20-4 run. And it really had a lot to do with the fact that UMass has no options down low. Antoine Space continues to struggle mightily. Rashawn Holloway, when he isn't in foul trouble, can do some things as he did late, but that's not really a reliable option, and they just don't have anything to go to. And it hurts them, especially when they play a team like Richmond that's smart enough to throw a zone look at them. And this was kind of a 3-2 zone where they brought one of those athletic bigs up to the top. And UMass has struggled consistently with that look over the years. And this didn't seem like something they were really ready for. They missed 11 straight shots. I think they went one of 18 over a stretch where down into halftime where they just looked abysmal offensively. And if they're not making shots and they have no one who can kind of slice up that mid-post area and make a few jumpers, maybe force the issue in the paint, they're going to continue to struggle. And credit Chris Mooney in Richmond for recognizing that and attacking that. There are some teams that don't do that, and they let UMass kind of get out and run and go and do their thing, and that's how UMass can win games. But Richmond figured it out, and credit to them. It also doesn't help when your leading scorer, Trey Davis, who averages about 20 points a night, scores 4 points, 0 for 11 from the field, all 4 at the free throw line. He just wasn't feeling it. He missed 6 3-pointers, and you can kind of tell with his body language that he was kind of in one of those, oh shucks, woe was me, but nothing's going down. And when he's not there to give help to Dante Clark, because Jabari Hines obviously has been a major roller coaster ever since that really hot streak back in November, this team has no shot. Richmond was a team that was barely over 500 coming into this, that had struggled defensively pretty badly all year, and they looked great against UMass. They were up by 20 points, going into that final stretch before UMass got a few things from Rashawn Holloway, and I think that sums up where UMass is as the team. They kind of break through last time against Rhode Island to end the streak, and all of a sudden, all those bad feelings about this team can't do anything right, are they come flooding right back in, and then they have to go home and face VCU next week, and that's a tough stretch for a team that, one, has no consistency in what they do well, and 2, has a lot of things they don't do well. I think at this point, fans have come to realize that's what this team this year, the 2015-16 Minutemen, are going to be. This is definitely a night when they were struggling to kind of have a mid-post game that you're thinking, can't wait to get those incoming freshmen, Chris Baldwin and Bryson Gresham, in there. They could make a difference moving forward. But they weren't here tonight, and that's what happens in a 16-point loss that really highlights all those deficiencies that this team has. So that's it. Move on. This is a game they're going to have to forget about, because VCU, I caught them in person earlier today. They lost to GW, but they're not quite that Havoc team, but they're still a good team. They've still got some good players, and they're going to give UMass a lot of trouble if UMass doesn't come out ready, all guns firing in that one. So we'll see how they handle it. 8 games left in this season. We already got that Derek Kellogg talking about his senior, saying, hey, you got 8 games left, 9 in your career, if you don't go on a run at Atlantic 10. So we're kind of in that mode already. UMass 9-13. I think it's probably about that time. We'll see. Maybe they can correct some things and have some high points over this final stretch here. But by the looks of things tonight, that's not being the case. So that's it for tonight from Richmond, and we'll catch you back, like I said, at the Mullen Center next week for VCU. Thanks for watching.